islandproject.com. It's a beautiful day. All glory to Jesus Christ. Man, it's just gorgeous out today. These beautiful houses right back here be awesome. Wouldn't it to own one of those and just walk down the beach and you go surfing right here. It's one of the most beautiful beaches in Kapalua. This is a famous spot. It, of course, is right on top of the Century Golf Course, the Bay Course my grandfather used to play. Absolutely amazing location, hiking trails, huge peninsulas, sea turtles, the list goes on and on. It is the trophy asset of Maui. It is literally the diamond nuts. It is the Lamborghini of real estate. Major announcement. Congrats to all my members. We now own and are under contract property number 3. That makes up our 3rd acquisition since we launched. And it's a daily rental with huge daily cash flows. Sick. Incredible. For those of you who don't know, we are the first fractional ownership tokenized multi-billion-dollar blockchain in the world. We are changing the landscape of real estate and reinventing the game in a time of crisis, economic collapse, hyperinflation, when people are concerned about governments, their money, the safety at the banks. At the same time, Credit Suisse went to zero just a few months ago. Silvergate, Silicon Valley, there's problems with what we're seeing in our own country. And what has our thesis been? Get your money out of the banks, into real assets. Ladies and gentlemen, I am just so humbled and I'm so thankful to God, and I'm so thankful to all of you tuning in, all of our members, everybody that supports us, everybody that it's made it possible to build Digital Noah's Ark. My father and I launched, of course, just 15, 16 months ago. We now own 2 properties in Maui. We, of course, closed on a 5-acre farm. 2 homes are already built on it, already completed. I'm spec building a mansion, 6,000 square feet, panoramic ocean views right in front of Kaanapali Beach. In addition to that, we just closed on another high cash flow condo out in Oahu, Booyah, Waikiki, on the beach. Daily cash flows, daily rentals, massive acquisition. And now this, and now this. Folks, anything is possible. I tell you all the time, anything is possible. You can do absolutely anything that you put your mind to, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to ask for what you want. You gotta get your money out of the banks. Again, if you have your money in a bank right now, you're gonna be in a crisis. You're gonna have a lot of problems. The dollars at the bank are worthless. Fiat currencies are going to zero. Everything is transitioning into CBDCs and tokenization of real assets. And we're the first in the world to do it. We're the first in the world to tokenize beachfront, to tokenize cash flows. Most cryptos are backed by nothing. Think about this for a minute. Nothing. They're memes, which are cool. You know I love memes. You know I love and own a ton of crypto. And I own Bitcoin, but they're not backed by something physical. We don't even have any bank debt. No debt. Everything is owned outright. How biblical is that? It is better than gold. Gold doesn't pay cash flows. Gold, I love gold, and you should own gold, but it does not produce income, and you can't rent it out, and you can't, well, put a roof over your head. That's incredibly, incredibly valuable. Short video. Watch this clip. Absolutely sick. For more information, click the link below. You can fill out a 5-minute app today. Make sure you get in. You'll own what you're about to see. You'll own our 5-acre farm. You'll own our spec build. You'll own, all here in Maui, you'll own Oahu. You'll own downtown Waikiki at the beach in front of the Duke statue. You can come and visit. You can touch it. You can hang with your friends and family. Even throw in a Jeep. Call my dad, 808-442-2934. That's 808-442-2934. Papa John. I love you, Dad. God bless all of you tuning in. All glory to Jesus Christ. I am just so stoked. I am so stoked. And we've got property 4 coming. We've got property 5 coming. We got property 6 coming. We're building out a 10 to 12 property portfolio just for the founders round. And then I'll be tokenizing in 2024 1,000x. What do you think our token launch will be worth, guys? What do you think 12 to 15 properties like this are going to be worth tokenized on a blockchain? I mean, think about it for a minute. If Bitcoin is worth billions and billions of dollars, if we have meme coins trading at hundreds and hundreds of millions backed by nothing, worth billions and billions of dollars, if a dog can go to billions and billions of dollars, what will this beach do? What will these homes do? What will real cash flows do? What will real appraised value do? Again, real estate always has an appraised value. Even if there's nuclear war, it won't matter. Even if all cryptos go to zero, it doesn't matter. The portfolio has still been built outside of the banks, protecting our members' wealth, giving them private control, sovereignty, so many amazing features that I can't even include in this entire video. Learn more at islandproject.com. Stop hesitating. Own this. Get your money out of these banks that are failing. Citigroup, I think, is next. Bank of America, I believe, is next. Wells Fargo, I believe, is next. These banks are going down. They are resetting the system into CBDCs. It is urgent to get your money out of the banks now and do it with the winning team. I love you. Check out this epic video. And congrats again to our now 3rd trophy asset as a part of our stunning real estate collection portfolio that makes up islandproject.com. I love you guys so much.
With the Island Project, you're buying a piece of the rock. You're buying a piece of this behind us, and you're really buying a portfolio of about 10 to 12 properties that we're going to build out and acquire that's going to make up the Island Project. So number 1 is true fractional ownership. We're not using any bank debt, so we made it essentially a risk-free investment for our investors with great potential upside. In addition to that, we're going to deliver operating earnings income to our investors, typically at the end of the year in the form of a distribution. In addition, we're not selling time, but we are going to provide our investors with some use of the property portfolio. It's going to depend on the amount of your investment, and we're going to develop a plan and a matrix about how we divvy that up. But there will be some time available to our investor community, so all you guys and girls can reach out, touch the investment, use the property portfolio to some degree. And then the big bang event, as Christopher mentioned, is to tokenize the whole project. So we don't know how big that's going to be, but we know it's going to be big. That's going to be the big event. If the Island Project needed to stand on its own, it can do it. And it's going to deliver great appreciation, operating income, and use of the property portfolio. So
we have minimum investment of $30K minimum, and we are a Reg D filing, a private placement. We filed early July, where we just launched the project, and we've had massive success since launching. You know, I have 1 million+ people all around the world across social media following me, of course, and I'm also the founder of BitcoinRich.com. It's the largest educational blockchain program in the world. I've traveled all over the world, you know, been to places like Asia, spoken on stages in this specific area. So what do you get? You come in with 30 shares, they own a real asset. So explain that. They own not just one property. We just closed on our first mega retreat, flagship 1, here on the west side of Maui. All glory to God. The place is absolutely beautiful. What does a member get? Explain what the 30 units actually represent when they go through Portal in the Members tab.
Yeah. And by the way, to access the investment, go to the website, islandproject.com, click on membership. That's going to get you over to Dealmaker, which is our private third-party provider. Okay, and you can actually fill out the app, fund the investment right through Dealmaker. So islandproject.com, hit the membership tab, get you over to Dealmaker. If we had a board behind us, and I was going to write it out, 33,500 A shares, like the letter A in the Island Project. So all of our and that represents $33.5 million, the capital raise. So a $33.5 million capital raise, 33,500 A shares, like the letter A in the project. So when you make that 30 share investment in the Island Project, that $30,000 investment, you are buying, that's your piece of the rock. All those A shares, the 33,500 goes to purchase the property portfolio. So take the 33.5 million, the 33,500 A shares. If you bought 30 A shares, that's your piece of the capital raise. That's your piece of the island project. No bank debt. That's why the investment is essentially, we think, riskless, okay, with a lot of potential upside. And because of that, too, we're taking in a lot of IRA money. People are peeling off portions of their IRA money, transferring it over to the island project, because it is a one-of-a-kind, marquee Hawaii real estate investment. You own a piece of the rock, number one. It's true fractional ownership. There's no bank debt. So you've got 100% equity in proportion to your fractional share, and all the other goodies that we're going to.
And it's a world-class investment. It's providing a real-world solution to people's problems. So that's a big takeaway. I mean, we have a common mission statement of freedom and liberty and an ethos to be free, and we're building in the biggest revolutionary technology in the world, which is blockchain and fractional real estate, which no one's done before. We're the only company, and along with our beautiful, amazing, wonderful members, that have ever done this, and proving that this is replicatable and that it's going worldwide. And I know firsthand that we have so many companies on Wall Street actually moving into the space. But the problem of affordability and the turnkey nature of what we're doing, I think, is so huge, because the average American, you're working class, you can't afford the best asset in the world, but you can now. You can buy trophy assets in Maui for the first time ever in history. And we've been out here for 3 generations. We're so blessed. My late grandfather, your father, and we have such expertise in the area where we've seen Maui grow. And we're also, concerned too with preservation of the beauty here and the real estate here and building up a world-class community. And we've come into a moment of time where affordability is escaping people. And you're missing out, the world's missing out on the best investments. And so we really offer a solution so that you can have a piece of the rock, like my father just mentioned, but also get in on the action and make sure, number one, you're out of the banks, you're outperforming inflation, what we believe is a very low-risk investment. Not financial advice, of course, I have to say that, but we don't even have any bank debt. I mean, that is absolutely huge. It gives peace of mind at the end of the day that all of you that own, that are our owners and our members, have something that can't go away, that's actually real and tangible. I mean, in the blockchain space, people have said for years, Christopher, what happens if this cryptocurrency goes to zero? Well, it goes to zero, as we've seen many of them do. That can never happen with Island Project because you own land. You own real property, you own the homes on top of it, you own the cash flows. More importantly, you own our team. You own our strength in numbers, our amazing community. We work for you as your manager and turnkey the whole operation. So another huge advantage is if you want to take action in the blockchain space, but you don't know how to do it because it's too complicated and you're reading things on CNBC.com that you don't understand, well, we do that for you. So not only is it just it makes perfect sense from a real estate investment standpoint, but in addition to that, there is tremendous upside potential as we tokenize around the world.